The tragic disappearance of Brittanee Drexel, a spring break mystery. 17-year-old Brittanee Drexel left her home in chilly New York in the spring of 2009, dreaming of sunny beaches and freedom from her suburban life. It was supposed to be a fun getaway with friends, but what began as an act of youthful defiance turned into a haunting cold case that would span over a decade, leaving her family shattered, investigators baffled, and the true crime world captivated. This is the story of Brittanee Drexel and the dark truths lurking beneath the surface of a spring break gone terribly wrong. Brittanee Drexel grew up in Chile, a suburb of Rochester, New York. She was known for her bright blue eye, concealing a condition caused by glaucoma, and her magnetic personality. Friends and family described her as spirited and kind, with dreams of a better future. Despite struggles stemming from her parents' divorce and her adoption, Brittanee remained close to her mother, Dawn. But like many teenagers, she craved independence. In April 2009, Brittanee asked her mother for permission to travel to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for spring break with friends. Her mother, concerned about her safety, firmly declined. What Dawn didn't know, however, was that Brittanee had already made plans. Determined to join her friends, she lied and secretly left for Myrtle Beach, a decision that would prove fatal. The trip seemed like an ordinary spring break, filled with beach outings, socializing, and nights of fun. But on April 25, 2009, everything changed. That day, Brittanee spent time at the Bar Harbor Hotel, where she was staying with friends. In the evening, she ventured out alone to the Blue Water Resort, where another friend was staying. Security footage showed her walking into the building and later exiting, carrying her handbag. She texted her boyfriend, who was back in New York, saying she was heading back to her hotel. Only she never made it, and that was the last time Brittanee Drexel was seen alive. When Brittanee failed to return that night and became unresponsive to calls and texts, her family's concern turned to panic. By April 26, calls to her phone were going straight to voicemail. Dawn Drexel immediately contacted the police, and an urgent investigation began. Brittanee's disappearance quickly gained national attention, with media coverage amplifying her family's pleas for help. Authorities interviewed the friends Brittanee had traveled with and those she met in Myrtle Beach, including Peter Brozowitz, a 20-year-old nightclub promoter. Suspicion fell on Brozowitz due to inconsistencies in his statements and his rapid departure from the city shortly after Brittanee vanished. However, no evidence connected him directly to her disappearance. Investigators traced Brittanee's last known movements using surveillance footage and cell phone tracking. Her phone last pinged in a desolate area of Georgetown County, South Carolina, about 50 miles south of Myrtle Beach. This rural, swampy region was known for its isolation and eerie quiet, a chilling detail that deepened the mystery. Search parties scoured the area for weeks, but there was no sign of Brittanee. Speculation swirled about her fate, with theories ranging from kidnapping to human trafficking. Despite the lack of leads, her family remained relentless, determined to uncover the truth. As the years dragged on, hope for Brittanee's safe return dwindled. Authorities hit dead end after dead end, and the case grew cold. Rumors and speculation dominated online forums, with true crime enthusiasts theorizing about potential suspects and motives. The Drexel family regularly appeared on television, Dawn's heartbreak and desperation evident in every interview. Still, there were no answers. 7 years after Brittanee's disappearance, the case took a sudden turn. In 2016, the FBI announced that they believed Brittanee had been murdered shortly after her disappearance. This revelation stemmed from testimony by Taquan Brown, an inmate who claimed to have witnessed horrifying events tied to Brittanee's final hours. Brown alleged that Brittanee was held captive in a stash house in McClellanville, a small community known for its marshy terrain and dense forests. According to his account, she was sexually assaulted by multiple men before being killed. Her body, he claimed, was disposed of in the area's alligator-infested waters. Brown pointed to a local man, Timothy Taylor, and his associates as being involved in the horrifying crime. Despite these allegations, no physical evidence linked Taylor or his family to Brittanee's death, leaving the case mired in uncertainty. The Drexel family, shattered by the grim details, continued to demand justice. In May 2022, a new twist emerged. Authorities arrested Raymond Moody, a 62-year-old registered sex offender in connection with Brittanee's case. After years of silence, Moody confessed to kidnapping, raping, and murdering Brittanee on the night of her disappearance. Moody revealed that he had lured Brittanee into his vehicle under false pretenses, then attacked her before taking her life. Acting quickly to cover his tracks, he buried her body in a remote area in Georgetown County. The gruesome confession marked the beginning of a long-awaited resolution. Following Moody's confession, authorities uncovered Brittanee Drexel's remains in the wooded area he described. 13 years after she vanished, Brittanee's family finally had the answer to their devastating question: what happened to Brittanee? A forensic examination confirmed Brittanee's identity and revealed the cause of death as strangulation. The discovery brought tentative closure to the case, but it was a bittersweet moment for her family, who had spent over a decade grappling with loss and uncertainty. In October 2022, Raymond Moody appeared in court to face charges of murder, kidnapping, and criminal sexual conduct. He pleaded guilty to all charges and was sentenced to life in prison, plus additional time for related crimes. For Brittanee's family, this was a moment of triumph, yet it could never erase the pain of losing her. Dawn Drexel, speaking at the sentencing, described her daughter's death as a nightmare from which she would never wake. She expressed a mix of relief and sorrow, glad that her daughter's killer had been brought to justice, but heartbroken at the reality of her loss. Although Moody's confession brought some answers, it also left lingering doubts. Had Moody acted alone, or were others involved? Taquan Brown's earlier testimony about a stash house seemed inconsistent with Moody's account, raising questions about false leads and missed opportunities during the investigation. The case also reignited debates about human trafficking in South Carolina, a state with a troubling history of such crimes. Was Brittanee targeted by an organized group, or was her death the result of a random encounter with a predator? These unanswered questions continue to intrigue true crime enthusiasts and haunt those who followed the case. Brittanee Drexel's story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers young people face in unfamiliar environments. Her mother's fears for her safety proved tragically justified, highlighting the importance of vigilance and communication. The case also underscores the need for improved investigative techniques and collaboration between law enforcement agencies. Advances in DNA testing, surveillance technology, and data analysis could help prevent other cases from languishing in uncertainty for years. In the wake of Brittanee's tragic death, her family has become advocates for missing persons awareness. They have channeled their grief into efforts to help other families avoid similar heartbreak. Dawn Drexel's resilience and determination have inspired countless people, turning her pain into a force for change. Brittanee's legacy lives on as a reminder of the fragility of life and the strength of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable loss. Her story, though devastating, has captivated and united a community of true crime enthusiasts committed to uncovering the truth. The Disappearance of Brittanee Drexel is more than just a chilling true crime story. It's a testament to the devastation caused by violence and the enduring power of hope. For 13 long years, her family fought for justice, refusing to let her memory fade. And though they now have answers, the shadows of that fateful spring night will linger forever. As we delve into cases like Brittanee's, we are reminded to remain vigilant, to advocate for the forgotten, and to seek justice for those who can no longer speak for themselves. Let her story be a stark reminder of the darkness that can lurk just beneath the surface, and of the strength it takes to confront it head-on.